Beneath the calm waves of the ocean lies a world so alien, so mysterious, that even the most advanced technology can barely scratch its surface. This is the deep sea, a place where sunlight never touches, pressure could crush a submarine, and yet, life not only exists, it thrives. But what really happens down there? What secrets lie hidden in the endless blackness of Earth's final frontier? Let's dive into the heart of darkness, where evolution took a wild turn, and where the rules of life itself seem to bend. They say we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the ocean floor, and that's not an exaggeration. Over 80% of the ocean remains completely unexplored. Every time scientists send a probe or deep diving drone, they find something that shocks the world. Imagine this, miles below the surface, in absolute darkness, the temperature hovers just above freezing, and yet, glowing creatures drift like living stars. Transparent jellyfish with pulsating hearts of blue light. Eyeless fish that see through vibrations. And strange beings that produce their own chemical energy, feeding on something humans can barely understand. One of the most mind-bending discoveries in recent years was something called dark oxygen. It's a form of oxygen that doesn't come from sunlight, photosynthesis, or plants. Deep beneath the seafloor, microbes are creating oxygen, in complete darkness. Scientists once believed oxygen could only be made by photosynthetic organisms near the surface. But these microbes changed everything. They live inside rocks and sediments, in total blackness, and somehow generate oxygen through mysterious chemical reactions we still don't fully understand. Think about that. Life creating oxygen without the sun. That means, technically, the deep sea might be one of the few places where life could survive even if the surface world collapsed. It's like a hidden backup system of Earth's biosphere. And if that doesn't amaze you, consider this: every year, scientists find thousands of new species in the deep. Some have never seen light in their entire evolutionary history. The Dumbo octopus, with ear-like fins that make it look adorable but ghostly. The anglerfish, a nightmare of nature, using a glowing lure to attract prey in darkness. The vampire squid, which isn't actually a squid or a vampire, but something in between, an ancient remnant of evolution frozen in time. How did these creatures evolve in such extremes? The answer lies in adaptation, the deepest kind. Over millions of years, the crushing pressure of the abyss shaped life in unimaginable ways. Some species evolved skin that can withstand 16,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Others lost their eyes completely because vision is useless in darkness. Many became bioluminescent, evolving the power to produce light through chemical reactions. Down there, glowing isn't decoration. It's survival, a way to hunt, mate, hide, or warn. Then there are the hydrothermal vents, cracks on the ocean floor where superheated water shoots out, rich in minerals. Around them, entire ecosystems exist without sunlight, powered by chemosynthesis instead of photosynthesis. Bacteria feed on chemicals like hydrogen sulfide, the same gas that smells like rotten eggs, and from that toxic energy, life builds itself. Giant tube worms, ghostly white crabs, and even blind shrimp live in harmony around these vents, forming an ecosystem powered entirely by Earth's chemistry. That's right, sunlight isn't the only source of life. The deep sea proved that life can thrive from the planet's internal energy. And that has massive implications. If life can exist there, it can exist elsewhere, maybe under the frozen oceans of Europa, or in the methane seas of Titan. The deep sea might be a mirror of alien worlds. But the ocean doesn't give up its secrets easily. Strange things keep washing up, unidentified creatures, mysterious sounds, and objects no one can explain. Remember the bloop? A low-frequency sound detected in 1997 that shook the ocean for thousands of miles. At first, scientists thought it was an unknown sea creature larger than a blue whale. Later, they believed it came from isoquakes, but the debate never truly ended. Then there's the Baltic Sea anomaly, a bizarre circular object discovered by divers that looks like a sunken spacecraft. Is it a natural formation? Or a remnant of something forgotten? Every mystery reminds us, we have only touched the surface. Below us may lie ancient shipwrecks, lost cities, even unknown forms of life we can't yet imagine. Some scientists believe deep trenches might hold life older than dinosaurs, preserved by the cold and pressure. Others think vast networks of bacteria beneath the seafloor might rival all the life on land combined. And still, deeper we go. The Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, nearly 11 kilometers down. It's so extreme, if you dropped Mount Everest into it, the peak would still be submerged under a mile of water. Down there, life still exists, tiny organisms clinging to rocks, jellyfish pulsing through blackness, and crustaceans that glow like embers. And as we ascend from that eternal darkness, rising through miles of unseen water and forgotten silence, we begin to understand that what lies below is not just the ocean, it is the pulse of the planet itself. Every current, every unseen creature, every molecule of dark oxygen flowing through the abyss is part of an ancient rhythm, one that has been beating since before the first star burned in the sky. The deep sea isn't a place of death. It's a place of beginning. It's where life first found a spark, hidden from light, surviving on minerals and chemistry, long before the sun became the giver of energy. Down there, in the cold and crushing pressure, life wrote its first story, and it's still being written, line by glowing line, in languages of light we cannot yet understand. The more we study it, the more we realize, the deep ocean is a memory of Earth's creation. It remembers what the surface forgot. It holds secrets from billions of years ago, fossilized whispers of the first breaths, the first heartbeats, the first motion in the void. And maybe it holds something even older, traces of life that didn't come from Earth at all. Some scientists believe certain deep-sea microbes resemble the earliest forms of life that might have come from meteorites, meaning the deep ocean might not just be Earth's cradle of life. It could be the universe's archive of it. Yet, despite its infinite patience, the ocean feels our presence. The deep has begun to stir differently. In places untouched by sunlight, the marks of human industry are already appearing: oil, plastic, and forgotten metal waste drifting through currents that were once pure. Creatures evolved to survive the crushing dark are now facing something far worse, the slow poisoning of their world. We think of the ocean as endless. But even the infinite can be wounded. The deep sea doesn't cry, it doesn't fight back, it absorbs. It adapts, as it always has. But one day, even its endurance may break. And if that happens, the balance of the planet itself will shatter. Because what happens in the deep doesn't stay there. The oxygen we breathe, the weather we experience, the life that thrives on land, all of it connects back to that dark, hidden world. The ocean is not beneath us, it is within us. The salt in our blood, the rhythm of our hearts, even the chemistry of our cells, all born from the sea. We are the children of the abyss. And maybe, just maybe, when we stare into the deep, it's not curiosity that draws us, it's memory. Some ancient part of us still remembers floating in the dark, surrounded by silence and mystery. We are drawn back home without even knowing why. The ocean is not just water, it's a reflection of existence itself. A mirror of creation. A place where time dissolves and everything becomes one: life, death, pressure, light, and shadow. And while the stars above remind us how small we are, the ocean below reminds us how connected we've always been. So as we leave the abyss, as we rise toward the fragile shimmer of sunlight above, remember this. The ocean does not end where the surface begins. It continues, in every heartbeat, in every storm, in every breath of wind. Down there, in the cold and endless dark, life still glows. It whispers to the surface in ways we can't yet hear. And if we listen closely, maybe the message has always been the same. Respect what you came from. Protect what you don't yet understand. Because the ocean, silent, ancient, and alive, is not waiting to be conquered. It's waiting to be remembered. And when the last light fades, when humanity's cities fall quiet and our machines grow still, the deep sea will remain, vast, endless, eternal, breathing dark oxygen, evolving in silence, and carrying the memory of everything we ever were. It will outlast us. It will outshine us. And one day, when the universe itself grows dark, the ocean may still whisper through the void, a faint, eternal echo of life that refused to die. Because the deep sea isn't just the bottom of the earth. It's the soul of it. And maybe that's why it feels so mysterious, because it mirrors the deepest part of us. The part that fears the unknown but is drawn to it. The part that struggles through darkness but never stops searching for light. When you think about it, we're not so different from those creatures in the abyss. We live under pressure. We adapt to survive. We chase light even when surrounded by shadow. The deep sea is not below us, it's within us. Its story is ours, written in salt, blood, and memory. And someday, when the earth grows old and the sun begins to fade, when human cities crumble and our voices fall silent, the ocean will remain, vast and endless, whispering softly in the dark. The deep will still glow with life, carrying on as it always has. It won't need us. It never did. But maybe, if there is such a thing as eternity, it will remember us, as the brief, curious creatures who looked into the abyss and, for a moment, understood that we were never alone. Because the deep sea is more than a mystery. It is the oldest story ever told, a story written not in ink, but in water, light, and silence. And that story is still unfolding, one pulse, One shimmer, one heartbeat at a time. In the quiet, unending dark. So next time you stand by the ocean and watch the waves crash against the shore, remember what lies beneath: an entire universe of life, creation, and wonder, still waiting for us to listen.